For our next trick, we're going to categorize the storage device types, or at least the primary ones. Of course, there are all sorts of crazy ones that come out today, etching glass and things like that. But primarily right now what we have are these three general classes: magnetic drives, such as hard drives, traditional hard drives, tape drives, external hard drives, or at least the traditional ones, floppy disks. All of these work the same way essentially. They have a magnetic surface, a iron oxide surface on some sort of plastic usually, or metal, and we simply use magnets to align the heads, or align the particles of iron on that surface in order to represent the different ones and zeros. Optical drives would include CDs, DVDs, Blu-ray discs. All of these use laser light to either make a depression in sort of a foil-like surface, or in some cases just discolor that surface. When we make an actual depression in the surface, we have these little lands and dips there that those become permanent, so you can only write to that drive once. That would be a write once type of drive, and sometimes they call them worm, write once, read many. And then if it can just discolor the surface, then it's rewritable. So essentially you can uncolor it again and recolor it. Those are not as reliable because it's not as easy to read them, and sometimes you write them on one device and then another device can't read them, but that certainly makes them rewritable. These have relatively small amounts of space, other than Blu-rays. Blu-rays are beginning to have quite a bit, but still nothing like what a magnetic drive can do. Solid-state drives tend to be smaller than magnetic drives. They're still very expensive, but these are just electrical drives, and we use electrical charges to change the status of components that are on the surface or actually built into that drive. Things like flash drives, the solid-state drive cards that we now use as C drives, and then all sorts of memory sticks and SD cards and things that we've used over the past. RAM is also a solid-state drive, but the difference between RAM and some of these other drives is that RAM is volatile. And by volatile, we mean that if I remove power, everything disappears from that RAM. Whereas SSD cards, flash drives, all this flash memory is non-volatile, and you can remove the power from it and it will retain its information. So that's pretty much the different types of storage drives. And next we're going to begin to talk about display devices in the next video.